You deserve the worst of the worst. You don't steal cookie dough. Hi. Let's just give a round of applause for all the entitled people that we know. Yay! No applause. But no, seriously. Today we're gonna be looking at some Reddit posts for that people tell their entitled stories. I think we've all encountered some entitled people in our life, and especially with the upsurge of Karens coming out of their burrows during quarantine, you know, I think we're gonna come across some interesting ones, to say the least. I'm not a big Reddit person, but my god, I have been Reddit crazy lately. I don't know what it's about, but some people got some very interesting stories, and I'm hooked. And I'm gonna bring you guys on my journey down the rabbit hole, and we're just gonna make fun of some Karens, some entitled people today. Let's go. This one is called "My Psycho and Entitled Mother Loses It Over a Baby Shower." Ooh, let's go. I'm hyped. I figured everyone would enjoy hearing more stories about my crazy mother. More? There's more? Oh, we're gonna have to catch up later. I was traveling down memory lane and remembered this gem from a time I was pregnant with my kid. It's not the worst thing she's ever done, but it ranks up there with all the crappy things to do to your kids. Oh, you're hyping me up. I can't wait. So we got entitled mother, yourself, baby daddy, and Patty. Ooh, okay. I was around 5 months along by this point, and we already had the gender of the baby. We weren't into those fancy gender reveal parties. Thank God that one last year, you know. With the fire. Not fun. I don't appreciate it. Somewhere where there's always fires, just don't. Be smart. Think about it. I texted everyone we knew the gender right away after leaving the appointment. We went into baby daddy's friend's mother's home for a visit. We'll just call her Patty. She's very excited for us and begged us to let her be the child's fairy godmother, because she was into the whole fantasy and witch culture type. I don't know, I think it's cute, right? Being a fairy godmother, you know, you get to spoil the little kid and everything. It's kind of cute, right? Kind of cute. I didn't see anything wrong with it, even if baby daddy was a little put off, but we agreed. Patty was very happy and felt nice to have a supportive person in my life that wasn't trying to control every little thing. That's nice. Patty then offers to throw a baby shower for us. She admitted that she couldn't buy any extravagant gifts, but she knew friends who had baby items that they no longer needed, and that she would ask if we could have them. I didn't mind hand-me-downs. A lot of my kids' clothings were from the thrift store or Salvation Army for a long time. I was thrilled about the gifts. As long as they weren't broken, I happily accepted them. That's good. See, like, what's the point of just wasting clothes, you know, if you can't afford it? You might as well just hand it to someone else who might need it. I go to work right away, making invitations in Photoshop, printed them out, and hand wrote everyone's names that I wanted to invite. Oh, that would be so cute! I even ordered special envelopes on mine. Baby daddy's and the name that we had picked out for our baby printed on them. Aww, it's so cute! All that extra effort, and I know it's all gonna go downhill soon. I sent them out, made a Facebook post. I even said that gifts weren't a requirement. I just wanted to celebrate having a baby with my family. Patty had requested a few invitations to give out to her friends with the hand-me-downs, which I willingly gave. I was looking forward to the big day. I did ask everyone who wanted to come to RSVP by a certain date, just so me and Patty can make sure we have enough food for everyone to eat. Smart. By the time that date arrived, no one in your family had RSVP'd. Oh, it's possible. Only Patty and her friends, plus baby daddy's friends, along with 2 friends of mine from an old job. Well, at least some people came. Better to have people who care about it than not, right? I called my uncle and asked if he got an invitation. He said he didn't want to come because I was being cruel to entitled mother. I immediately called entitled mother. Here's how the conversation went. Oh, let's go. What? Hey, aren't you coming to the baby shower? Why would I even bother stepping a foot into that garbage place? Ooh, this is rough. For me, because I'm having your grandbaby? Aren't you happy for me? You know, I'm carrying it. It's my baby, you know? Why would I be happy for you? You took my baby shower away from me. Why would I care about what you do? Ugh. It's not your baby, and it's not your baby shower. What are you on about, entitled mother? Your baby shower? It's not about you. It's about me and the baby that I'm having. Because I'm carrying this thing, not you. I'm sure baby daddy likes to tell you that. I'm sure that ugly biatch. Oh, Patty. It's gonna throw you the great party. But don't expect me or anyone in this family to be there. Who's texting me? Stop. Oh. It was my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to talk to you like that. I didn't know it was you. Anyways, get back in. I hung up on her after that. The big day of the baby shower. I was miserable, but tried to appear happy for the guests that did come. Baby daddy and I got a lot of gifts, most of them secondhand, but we were happy regardless. We also got some money to help with a few expenses for when the baby is born. When baby daddy and I got back to his home that night and unloaded the car, I saw a text from entitled mother. She asked if I'd been given any money. I immediately called her and asked why she wanted to know. Because you have to pay rent. But you don't live with her. Why would she ask for rent? I wasn't living with entitled mother at this point. Exactly. And I couldn't believe the audacity that she would be demanding rent when I didn't even live with her. No, Mom, I don't have to pay rent. I moved out 6 months ago. If you want rent money, hit up your other kids that do live with you. I'm sure brother doesn't mind giving up smoking weed for the month, and maybe sister wouldn't mind cutting back on the latest Michael Kors bag. Ooh, she's just a money grabber? A money hog? She just wants the money, doesn't she? I mean, if they can afford those, they can afford money, right? Entitled mother shouted at me about how those two couldn't be bothered to help, and I was the only one who would. Maybe kick them out, you know? You got alternatives. Why hit up the pregnant kid when you wouldn't even attend the baby shower, you know? And why don't you have any money? I went to the casino. Are you gonna give me the money or not? And it comes out. Ooh! She only wanted more money to blow at the casino. I hate casinos. I hate scratch-offs and the lottery. It's a money pit. After I took a deep breath, I said to her, "No, Mom. I will not be giving you any money to feed your addiction. If you need money for the bills, you wouldn't have taken the money and lost it at the casino. Maybe if you live without hot water and electricity for a month, your other kids will want to chip in, and you'll learn a lesson about being more careful with your finances." Ooh, roasted. Oh, she just got roasted. I hung up the phone while she was mid-screaming. It felt good to get that over her. Oh, that's so good. I love good comebacks like that. I probably wouldn't have come up with such a good one. But yeah, no. Why? Like, I'm frustrated. I don't get it. She ended up driving over to my place and banging on the door until we threatened to call police. She ended up leaving and didn't talk to me until my kid was born. Well, good. You don't need that negative toxicity in your life. Let's go. No, that's entitled. I don't get it. I remember seeing a Reddit post one time where, like, I don't know, I think someone was babysitting and their kid asked to borrow the game, and then they broke it, and the entitled mother was like, I want it. You're gonna have to buy me one. Yeah, no. It's just like, you're not entitled to someone else. You know, obviously if you're doing that, you're helping someone else without money or bills. You're doing that out of the kindness of your heart, right? But that doesn't mean you have to, you know? Especially if you're blowing it at casinos and all that, then that's just a recipe for disaster. But let's go to the next Reddit post, shall we? Oh no. So this next one is entitled Karen believes everything is filthy, demands to speak to the manager. We got ourselves a Karen in the wild right here. Oh no. I can only expect this one to go horribly wrong. Or very well, depending on how you look at it. Never thought I would encounter a Karen in the wild. Yeah, there you go. Until yesterday. Karen, innocent witness? There might... Oh, I see. The innocent witness. We got the innocent customer. And the manager. I'm assuming that's McDonald's. Kind staff manager entitled Karen. Ooh, let's go. Just yesterday, I decided to stop briefly at my local McDonald's takeaway located in the food court of my local shopping center for a drink. Wouldn't it be nice, you know? Have like a food court and go eat out sometimes? At like big food chain stuff sometimes? Small town problems. Small town problems. No. You gotta like go like an hour out to get anything that you want to eat out or anything. This is foreign to me. We still have the virus restrictions here in Australia right now, but no one's being forced to wear gloves and masks in public at present where I am. But we have to track and trace still going on, and hand sanitizers galore are on offer for customers to use. While waiting for my order along with another innocent customer, I suddenly heard what it would be likened to a shrill banshee scream coming from entitled Karen, who had barged her way up to the main counter at McDonald's. I love the way that's phrased. Oh, no. I demand to see the manager now. Ma'am, we provide all our menu selections online via the app, or you can use the automated service machines located on either side of the counter. I'm not touching those machines. They're filthy. Ma'am, I can assure you that the machines are thoroughly cleaned every 10 minutes. We also offer those hand sanitizers for customers to use for free. Hand sanitizer also filthy. What are you trying to do? Give me COVID? I'm an old age person near you now. Hand sanitizers are filthy? The point is to, clean yourself, and it cleans, so you can touch other things. Are you saying, like, the contents of it are filthy? Okay. It's definitely an old age pensioner. Yeah. The entitled Karen really began acting like a spoiled child at that point, which was disrupting the other patrons of the food court. By now, she attracted the attention of the manager. Ooh, let's go. Excuse me, ma'am. I am the man. It's about time. I only wanted to see the menu. Ma'am, we provide our menus here on these machines. They're filthy and the screen smells. Ma'am, what you're smelling on the screen is disinfectant. We've been cleaning these machines regularly since the start of the pandemic. Now, can I help you? Oh, this manager is so calm. I mean, I'm sure I would too, but I don't blame people for losing it. People in like the fast food chains and stuff right now are having to put up with so much. And thank you. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you. I actually have my own Karen story at McDonald's, but nothing as extravagant as this though. I want a menu, one that you can see on the wall or hand to me on a paper like a proper hotel. This is not a hotel, ma'am. This is a fast food court. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Seriously, she wants to treat me like a proper hotel? This isn't even a hotel. This is McDonald's. What are you on about? I don't even know what to say. This had gone back and forth for at least 5 minutes while all the other people were staring at her. Finally, entitled Karen got to see her precious menu with manager showing her one of those via filthy machines of what she could have. She wasn't satisfied with anything that was on offer and ended up storming away in a huff. Good. They don't need your service anyway. She probably wouldn't have paid. After she'd gone, the innocent customer standing next to me, while also waiting for her order, called back to the manager. You must have the patience of a saint. Yes, they do. Thank you. Bless their souls. The irony was that entitled Karen was not wearing a mask, refused the track and trace QR sign requirements to sit and eat at a specific food court, yet was concerned about a touchscreen machine and the hand sanitizers as if they were filthy, They also had no gripe about sitting at a table that had been touched by possibly 300 grubby hands before she got to it. Right? I mean, I think that says a lot more than I need to say anything about, My McDonald's story, it's nothing as great as this, but me and my family were in there, and it was my little sister's birthday, right? So we're just getting her some nuggets. She likes those. We don't eat out often at all, so this was like a very rare occasion. And I don't even remember what happened, but there was just this person yelling at the people, like the cashier, and they were yelling about them about how their order wasn't right. And this was apparently like the third or fourth time they've come back in. And I remember them explicitly saying like, you gotta get my order right because my mom is going to be starving. It was something about feeding their poor mother. And they were probably like 40, some mother was probably like really old. But I'm like, you are feeding your mother McDonald's? And you're complaining about not getting your order exactly right. But they put up with them. They put up with them. Bless their souls, right? And afterwards, me and my mom went up to him and was like, sorry about all that. And we just want to appreciate, we told them that we appreciate them and everything they have to put up with. Because, you know, they had to put up with so many people like that. It was ridiculous. And there was a couple other drive-through stories I know, but, you know, I've only encountered a few. These are golden though. You know, these are like the real Karens in the wild, you know what I mean? This one is entitled Karen claims neighbor property is hers. Now I'm not sure how that works. Cause usually you can tell whose property is who. But I mean, it's a Karen, right? I'm losing hope in humanity as we go through these, but I'm also laughing my ass off, so let's go. We have entitled Karen and F for friend. Alright. Flashback 5 years, me and my friends were playing on the neighbor's lawn, which was connected to entitled Karen's lawn. The object separating the two lawns was a tree, so not like a fence or anything. The right side had the neighbor's lawn, and the left side had entitled Karen's lawn, with her house with a Mercedes S-Class. I'm assuming that's very fancy. So, I'm pretty simple setup. There's a tree in the middle. I mean, kind of tell whose their properties too, right? We were having fun playing soccer on the lawn when suddenly she came bursting through the door. Kaboom! Hey, you guys are playing with my property. Get off. Oh, goodness. And then the friend says, no, we're not. Yeah, you are. You see this lawn? She points to both her lawn and the neighbor's lawn. That's all my property. No. It's not your property, ma'am. What are you on about? My friends did not want to trouble her, so we just complied, hoping that it would resolve the issue. She then went back inside her house and closed the door. Obviously, we just ignored her and went back to playing on the neighbor's lawn. Well, that didn't work. A few minutes later, she came back out. Alright, if you kids don't get off my property, I'm calling the cops. I already told you that this is all mine. Then where's our neighbor's lawn? Their lawn is in the back. She pointed to the neighbor's backyard. I mean, most people have a front yard and a backyard, right? Not just one. Oh my goodness. Alright, you can call the cops if you want. We have literal proof that we are not on your lawn. I forgot what they said for the rest of the argument, but you should get to the point by now. My friend then went back to his house, and his dad just told them not to talk to her anymore. Well, the same argument happened a few weeks later, and at that time, my friend's dad was involved. I don't know what happened since I wasn't there, but after that, we never saw each other again. Oh, that's ominous. Oh, I want to know what happened. Yeah, no, like, if even if it was her lawn, you know, are they really doing any harm by playing soccer on the lawn? You know, but it's not your lawn, ma'am. What are you on about? Why does it if it doesn't affect you, why does it bother you? I don't understand. I just scrolled down to the comments. Someone says you are the worst storyteller ever. This isn't a story, this is a set for a story. And yes, I'm an asshole. And then someone else said, you're an asshole. He's like, yes, but he's right. I want to know more. Oh, that's so good. Karen's just being Karen's. I don't know. Who's texting me? Is it mother? Okay, Mom. It's the same mom who, while I was streaming, I had to pause for like 30 minutes because I was on the phone and she wouldn't stop talking. It was a really good moment though. I really do appreciate it. So I didn't want to ruin the moment, but I love her. Oh, this is the juicy stuff I live for. This is it. So this is entitled Biatch Tries to Steal My Husband. Yes, this is the drama that I live for. Let's go. Alright, so we have me, my kid, ex, and the biatch I caught him cheating with. Oh goodness. Okay, I love drama. I'm overhyped. I'm excited. So in my previous story, I wrote about my journey of getting away from my abusive and psycho mother. Good for you. Get away from that. Throughout all of this, I had my husband, who I will label as X, my kid, who is B, and myself had been living in a 2-bedroom apartment while I was working full-time. B was in school at this point, and I was doing pretty well. I met X at a luncheon my boss was throwing at the place I like to call the Gardens, and X and I immediately hit it off. Well, that sounds cute, you know? Starting your own new life. But now everything's gonna go downhill, I can imagine. Going down the rabbit hole today, aren't we? He was there for me throughout the nightmare I was living while struggling to avoid my crazy mother. After the judge had denied my mother grandparents' rights, X proposed and we got married in a small courthouse wedding with just his parents and siblings in attendance. We talked about having a bigger ceremony later on. That's cute. But I'm still concerned because I know everything's gonna go downhill. We had been married for 2 years when I noticed that he had grown very distant. Not really wanting to talk about me or my traumas or anything for that matter. Giving one-word answers and ignoring my texts. That's like a sign. That is a sign. You don't ignore the signs. I was griping to a work friend and she thought that he might be cheating on me, so I suggested that we catch him in the act. We came up with a plan, and for a while I felt guilty about tricking my ex. And I wanted to get to the bottom of why he was acting so weird toward me. I had major trust issues as it was, but I always assumed the worst before assuming the best. I get that. I do. But sometimes, I don't know, I'm 50-50, right? Like, sometimes catching them is good, but if you're like deliberately placing something, it's kind of like just, it doesn't make you that good either, but it also gives you kind of the answer. I don't know. It's just, if he wasn't cheating, I would say that would might destroy your guys' relationship, and I don't really like that. Let's not place false evidence to catch someone just because they're acting weird, you know? Unless you actually see them cheating without you being involved in it, you know? I told my ex I was going out with the girls for a few drinks and I wouldn't be back till after midnight. I dropped my son off at X's parents' house for the evening and drove to the bar. I didn't do anything, but in hindsight, I think one shot of Dutch courage would have been nice. It was close to 10 p.m. and I drove back to the house. As I pulled up, I noticed there was an unfamiliar car in my driveway. I was forced to park in the street. Now, I don't know if it's the same for many neighborhoods, but I always prefer to stay near or within the beam of the street light. The area in front of my house didn't have one, so parking on the street at night made me paranoid. Yeah, I get really paranoid when I'm alone in the dark too. I feel ya. It's because not only do you start imagining things, but also you start hearing things. You get paranoid. You start overreacting, whether it actually is or isn't. And it's completely justified. After ducking behind the cars in the driveway and tiptoeing, you gotta be stealthy, to the front door, I looked into the window and just beside it and saw my living room light was on. When you go into my house, the kitchen is to the left, a small bathroom on the right, and you have to pass and move down a short hallway with a utility closet to get to the living room. At night, we made sure to turn off every light in the house, so seeing my living room light on was troubling, not to mention kind of annoying. Sauce. That's very sauce. I walked in and made a beeline for the living room to find it empty. Rolling my eyes, I turned off the light and went upstairs to my bedroom. On the bed, I saw X had laid out an outfit to wear in the shower. Is it like 10 p.m., right? Yeah, I was wondering why he was getting ready to go in without telling me, so I grabbed his phone and unlocked it. I read every message between X and another woman. Several of the messages were X complaining about me being so difficult to live with, and her saying that she was a better woman for him, and that he should ditch me and that extra baggage. The kid, oh, that's awful. No. I don't approve. You can get in a relationship with someone, but you can't just push your way through, you know? That seems like very manipulative. Oh, especially if like he's been there for you the whole time. It's better to just talk about it. Like if he's honestly feeling like he can't be with you, he should have just talked to you about it instead of cheating. I would think. You would think. But, you know, we're all adults. Just have a simple conversation, right? You would think. But, you know, some of us aren't all adults here. Mentally, not physically, you know? To my shock and horror, he said what he was thinking about it. I was crushed. 4 years together, 2 of them married, all down the drain. Trust broken. See, that just ruins everything. I began crying my eyes out when X left the bathroom. He saw me on his phone. He begged me to let him explain, and I got up and packed a bag for both B and I. I left and picked up B at X's parents' house and went to a hotel. X and I ended up agreeing on divorce terms. Good for you, girl, because if he's cheating, it's probably not worth it. Because he adopted B legally, he was obligated to now pay child support. B and I moved back to the old apartment complex. I got a call from X about wanting to take B to a pro baseball game a few weeks later. He and the girl he cheated on showed up? What? I demanded to know why X thought I would let him take B with the asshole girl present, and she had the audacity to say that it looked like I could use a break from the responsibility of being a parent, and that she would make a great stepmother to B? What? No! No! Not only did she, like, push for... Oh my goodness. I think it's already self-explanatory. It's like... As someone who's had a parent get, married and divorced a couple times, I know how it is to have, like, a third-party parent, right? Like a step-parent, push their way in. You just don't do that. And she's just being, like, overly manipulative, too. Yeah, exactly. After calling him baggage? I don't think so, lady. I told X to forget and slammed the door in their faces. B was disappointed and it hurt me to refuse him seeing the chance to see a live baseball game, but I wasn't about to let that homewrecker anywhere near him. Good for you, girl. Let's go. Spoiler alert, X ended up breaking with her because he was using him for money. Go effing figure. See? What I got to tell you about. She was just using. But I mean, he also fell for it too, so that says a lot. Currently, X and I are in therapy to work out our issues. We are a no-commitment friendship type of relationship, and B is doing fantastic. Yes, we took him to a few baseball games since then. Oh, that's nice. That's really good. I'm glad they're working things out. There's too many like parents that like divorce and are too negative and toxic toward each other. It's not good for the kids. You gotta think about the kiddos. I have more entitled stories, yada yada. In case anyone's wondering, the unfamiliar car in your driveway was a neighbor's relative who was visiting. Okay, good. So that means she wasn't actually at the house, but who knows how many times they were seeing each other and all that too. Ugh. That is very entitled. But I think we have just some time for one more story for today. I'm really enjoying myself right now. Okay. As soon as I saw this one, I knew I had to share it, right? Oh my god. Okay. I love cookie dough, right? Hey, occasionally get like a small little ice cream container, eat out the cookie dough, scoop out the cookie dough, eat the rest of it. I love cookie dough, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Keep eating it from time to time. It's great, right? Especially if you're watching like a period drama or something sad, you know? It's good, right? This, though, I had to share. I absolutely had to share it. This one is entitled cousin eats all the cookie dough off an ice cream cake that's not even hers. Yeah. Let's go. This happened to me a few years ago pre-COVID. I recently had an ice cream cake for my birthday, which reminded me of this story. My cousin is one of those Katie girls that always has to be the center of attention and judges people the minute she meets them. Oh, that's awful. To give you an idea of how self-centered she is, she was absolutely pissed when my brother and his girlfriend announced their pregnancy. She was also pregnant at the time, supposedly. They had their due date close to her. She was convinced that they had planned it to steal her thunder, even though if you do the math, how would that possibly be the case considering she announced her pregnancy long after my brother and his girlfriend concede. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, I think it's self-explanatory. I'm just gonna move on. I'm getting too frustrated. These Karens, these entitled people, no. Just be nice. Just be nice to each other. But it makes for great story time though, so let's go. Anyway, it was her brother's birthday, so we threw a little party and got him a cookie dough ice cream cake to celebrate. After 15 minutes before we were about to eat it, I asked her to go grab it out of the freezer so it could unthaw for a bit. Well, I'll be dipped, because when I went to go get it 15 minutes later and put candles in it, I saw that all the cookie dough on the top of the cake was gone. Yeah, no. That's a big no-no. You deserve the worst of the worst. You don't steal cookie dough. Not only that, but like if it's your own thing, fine. Take all the cookie dough. I do it all the time, right? But like it's not even your cookie dough. Don't steal it. What are you doing? A crime not even the Cookie Monster himself would commit. Alright. The Cookie Monster is so much nicer compared to this. She ate all the cookie dough off her own brother's cake before you even got to see it. Wow. That's so rude. Oh my god. I asked her, what the heck? Why would you do that? And she said, you know, the cookie dough is my favorite. I don't even want the ice cream, so I ate all the cookie dough because the only part I wanted. Her husband came over to see what was going on because he could see my obvious annoyance on my face. He noticed the cookie dough was gone, looks at my cousin, his wife, and he too asked, what the hell? At least he, like, didn't defend her. Like, that's really messed up. Not only, I mean, I might be a little butthurt because it's just cookie dough, but, like, it's just, you don't do that to other people's cakes. You know, even if it is your favorite, go get your own. What are you doing? It's not your birthday. Chill. Take a chill pill. Thankfully, then he reamed her out saying that she can't do crap like this and that he's appalled that she would even feel entitled to her brother's cake. She started crying because we were all mad at her eye roll. Yeah. No. Like I said, this was quite a few years ago and thankfully she's gotten a bit better since then. Good. Learn your lesson. Mainly just due to her husband correcting her behavior, and then when her husband is around, she usually acts like her old hunty self. Oh well, at least he's a human decent being for some of the time. What a roller coaster. I can imagine there's so many stories from this family, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't eat other people's cookie dough. I think that's something that we've learned today, right? Don't be mean and eat other people's cookie dough. But hey, at least you guys aren't cookie. At least you guys can be like the Cookie Monster, you know? Eating little nuggies, little cookies, little bits of brownies, because you guys are lovely, amazing people, like these entitled Karens, you know? If you want to see more, let me know. I've had an absolute blast reading these. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big Reddit person, but I would absolutely love to explore some of these other subreddits and everything. So if you want to see more, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Damn it, Master. I am an assassination droid, not a dictionary.
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
I like the first part of that. I'm a bit more partial to the most handsome pilot in the galaxy.
I am a biotic god.